voices of the former president of Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo, and that of the former governor of Lagos State and the leader of the ruling party, talking about APC, are not only louder but have divided the majorities of the people. On today's Flip TV's Vox Pop seeks the views of Nigerians on who they would want to listen to between these two gladiators. Hear them speak.
Obasanjo and Tinubu, who do you think Nigerians will listen to? I think, in my humble opinion, I would think none of them is good to be listened to. Well, like, seriously, none of them is good to be listened to. Because if you take a look back at when Obasanjo was in the seat, during his 8 years tenure, you would notice all of the hanky-pankies he played, trying to extend his tenure to the third term, but he was denied by the majority of the House. And ever since, he has been on the hunt for relevance, and that's why you see him, he keeps coming up, trying to always be in our face. He keeps holding press conferences once in a while, just to make Nigerians feel that he still has a say. And as for Tinubu, I don't really think Tinubu has anything to say, because Tinubu, he has his dark side, and his dark side to me is more than his very good side. He's been trying to do, to people generally, he feels he's trying to make an impact by trying to create a change away from the PDP hold, and so far so good. He hasn't played out well. At the moment, I think what Nigerians need now is something new away from the old. Like, those two guys are of the same grade. They're like the pot and the kettle, each other calling themselves black. So I don't think we really need to listen to any of them. He might have upper hand in terms of his follower base. He has a huge follower base, coming from what is this Yoruba forum group they call it Arewa? No, not Arewa. This is Oduduwa. So he happens to have been able to groom himself with a lot of. He has a network of elders, urban leaders who try to pull a fan base for him. But at the moment that we are in right now, if we're looking at what the present political atmosphere is offering us, you will discover that, especially we youths, we are trying to break out from that norm of imposing yourselves on us. Now we know that Tinubu is a very, very stout politician, and that's why he has succeeded so far. No disrespect to all he has achieved. He has done a whole lot. But I think in this millennia, this 21st century, we are no longer part of those people who would want to, believe that he can still detect for us. Now, so far so good, he has been doing his best. Churning out, good leadership in forms of, when you talk about Fashola, talk about Ambode, and now he's trying to do some in other states too. They have been his proteges, as I will call them. Those are the people that he picks out and he nominates and he poses on the people. They've been in their own way, been doing their own beats. Yeah, they've been doing their own beats. But I think, to me, going back to the question, I think Tinubu right now, if we were to say it now, Tinubu right now has more say. He has, in fact, Obasanjo is nowhere to be compared to where Tinubu is.
Obasanjo has upper hand because he's our ex-president. So you can't compare him with Tinubu. That is what I can say for now. The issue of PDP, APC we are talking today, I don't see APC winning the election or PDP. I can't see till after the election. I can say I will listen to Obasanjo ahead of Tinubu because he has been there before. He has ruled us before, so I think he has upper hand.
Àtàrà wípé ẹnì kìíní olórí ni, ẹnì kejì náà olórí ni. Àwọn méjì jọ ń play òṣèlú ni. ẹni tí ó bá jẹ lọ làwọn aráàlú máa tẹ̀lé. Meanwhile ẹnìkan ti wà tipẹ́, ẹnìkan ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ débẹ̀ ni, but òun náà ti ṣiṣẹ́. Iṣẹ́ tó bá ṣe ló máa fáwọn èèyàn lórí yìn láti tẹ̀lé, láti máa fún mi táwọn máa tẹ̀lé. Ọbásanjọ́ òun ti kárí ayé, anybody ti mọ̀, kì í ṣe ìsìn náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni Tinubu náà kẹrẹ̀rẹ̀, òun náà ti di ọba ìlú kan lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Òun náà ń gbìyànjú pé bóyá tóun bá lè débẹ̀, táwọn èèyàn bá lè fọwọ́sọpọ̀ oníkálukú náà wọ́n ń sáré káwọn lè dókè. Ṣùgbọ́n iṣẹ́ tó bá ṣe ló máa gbé wọn débi tí wọ́n ń lọ. Nǹkan tèmi lè sọ ń pa ojú wọn nìyẹn.
Actually, the two of them, they are stakeholders, and what we expected is that Tinubu is a young man to Obasanjo. As far as Yoruba, our culture is concerned, there should be respect. Obasanjo is of age, but despite that, Tinubu was just trying to hijack the party or the leadership quality. Obasanjo is a man of dignity, but what we believe on Obasanjo is that when Obasanjo was given the chance to rule the country, he messed up with the Yorubas, despite because we did not vote him into power. And we need to forgive that. Obasanjo remains the national #1 leader in the Yoruba race, while Tinubu is supposed to be a peer to him. But presently, what I know is that Obasanjo should be the one to dictate where the Yorubas are going, because he's a leader I can never photo in my own personal opinion or view. Going to the political arena, you see, what happened on the political arena is that we are quite aware that the present administration of Buhari is fighting against anti-corruption. And if we were to talk about corruption, the people who brought Buhari into power are also corrupt. They are corrupted leaders. Tinubu, when he finished serving in Lagos State, who probed him? When he was proceeding, bringing all these other leaders in, they become unquestionable. And for them now to say that Obasanjo has ruled and Obasanjo is not reliable, it's not. Because they themselves, they are not clean. So as for me personally, I believe Obasanjo should be the person who should give the kudos or to dance to his tune. Politically, why we are looking is that most of all these people, Obasanjo is a man that does not give out his money. Even when my younger sister was working in his farm at Ota, if you steal Obasanjo's egg, Obasanjo will go after you. And imagine of recent we had that Obasanjo farm is being paid by the federal government. The workers are being paid by the federal government. It's not supposed to be so. That is part of corruption. Then look at Tinubu himself. Tinubu, they use money to give people to empower people into. That is why you see all these youth, mostly leaders, not even youth, the leaders, the market women especially, and the unionists and others, they are going after Tinubu because he's doing it and it. He's doing it family support, circulating the money. But whereas Tinubu Obasanjo is not interested in such. So that is the only area where Tinubu will say is winning Obasanjo. Politically, to me, I still believe I give the kudos to Obasanjo because Tinubu also, they know how to rig. Let's go on free and fair, plain level. Bring your man, based on that, we know who is who. So for an ex-military man to come as a civilian and a role, even when Nigeria were crying then, when he wanted to increase the fuel issue, Obasanjo never listened to anybody. He go ahead doing what he wanted to do. But that shows you a strong man with determination. Tinubu, they are all about, they have carcass who are eating. Imagine what they did to Ambode, the present governor of Lagos State. So it is a slap, because that man, where I was residing, he tarred the road to where I was residing. The so-called Fashola who spent 8 years that worked, never remembered me in that area, in Alimosho local government. So I give kudos to Ambode for what he has done so far in Lagos State. If he were to come back, I would still give my vote to Ambode. But Sanwo-Olu is not my man, and Jimmy Agbaje remains my man.
What is on ground? To my own opinion, the most strongest person in Nigerian politics now, both local, especially internationally, is Obasanjo. because he get his own as antecedent in all what is happening in Nigeria present, even in politics Nigeria, because he's the, since 1999 after he left the government, he's the one that been installing president. Anyone that want to become president must go to they must visit altar. If anyone did not visit altar cannot become president in Nigeria. And last week, in last week, even he have declared that he will step outside the country and be campaigning for Atiku. And now between Obasanjo and Tinubu, Tinubu is just I see him as ordinary, just southwest. He just get mountain, just southwest politics. But talking about national politics in Nigeria is Obasanjo. Because everybody, even Osinbajo still come and campaign in Ogun State last week. He still, after his campaign, still go to Obasanjo house, go and hold meeting with Obasanjo. Yes, he's the strongest man. We can't. It's not negotiable. Tinubu is a businessman. Anything he's doing on his own selfish interest. Talk about this Ambode second time. At least I don't see what the offense Ambode commit, and they don't give him second time ticket. I see as a selfish man.
Want to listen to, I guess it will be Obasanjo now. That's what I can see. I don't have any other thing to say. Even I don't want to listen to any of them.
Why?
Why? Because we need someone that is young who can rule Nigeria. Those guys, they are old. Let them get out from those positions. At least let them allow young people to come and rule this country. All I know about them is that all they want is money, Nigerian money. They are just eating all the money. They need to leave that post. That's just it.
Comparing Tinubu and Obasanjo, in my own opinion, I would like to tell you that there's no room for comparison between the two. I would like to tell you that Obasanjo is a national figure, while Tinubu is a regional figure. He control part of Nigeria. But today, as I'm telling you today, Obasanjo can go in any part of the country today and speak, and the whole world, even international, the whole world will hear. But when we talk of Tinubu, I believe Tinubu is a regional leader who can speak within the Yoruba speaking area. But internationally, I believe Obasanjo has a more upper hand than Tinubu. But politically, when we discuss about the political situation in Nigeria today, I give Tinubu the kudos. He's trying, but not to compare himself with OBJ. OBJ is more than Tinubu, so to say. Yeah, he remains OBJ. When we flash back to 1979, OBJ of 1979 up to now, he ruled from 1979 to 1983 before he handed over, to 1979 before he handed over to Shehu Shagari. Then he was the one that brought what we call democracy to Nigeria. That was the first civilian government was Alhaji Shehu Shagari, which is late Alhaji Shehu Shagari, which Obasanjo was the one that brought what we call democracy to Nigeria. Even what they are doing today, that everybody is killing themselves here and there, shouting here and there that democracy, the godfather of democracy is Obasanjo, as far as this country is concerned. And there's no way you can talk about democracy in Nigeria and you do away with the name of Obasanjo. It's a man to be recognized, and it's the man that we need to give respect to. Until later, he was because of that recognition of 1979, he was called upon to come and lead this country for a very good 8 years again. So how will you tell me to compare a man of such with a person who is just controlling a region? Please, there's no room for comparison. I must bet Tinubu still is a man that needs to be respected in a way, but not to compare with Obasanjo.
Technically, Obasanjo is more relevant than Tinubu. Why? Because he has been there. He's a former president. He's a former president, and he knows about politics. But why it seems as if Tinubu is doing well is because of the finance that he has. He has the money and he can spend it. All about Nigerian politics is money.
Do you think Tinubu is richer than Obasanjo?
That is richer than him. It's not, I don't think so, but he can spend money more than Obasanjo in terms of politics.
But now, as a Nigerian, who would you like to listen to? Is it Tinubu's voice or Obasanjo's voice?
Tinubu is just a deceiver. Obasanjo can tell us the truth more than Tinubu. He's a deceiver. The champion, yes, Obasanjo should be the champion. It is only with the support of Obasanjo that the APC won the last election. If Obasanjo didn't support APC, they shouldn't have won the Southwest here that they won. That was give them the power and the vote to win the election.
So
Obasanjo is still the champion before Tinubu.
Don't really know who is a champion among them. But both of them, they are trying. In political system, you know, politics is a game of, is a dirty game. And these people, they play dirty game. And we cannot really know the truth one among them. We cannot really know because like Tinubu, if Tinubu saw that he is going one direction before and he see that that direction will fail him, he know how to divert. But Obasanjo, they say that man try about politics, about democracy, but in another way around, there are things that he's doing that doesn't help Nigeria a lot. It doesn't help Nigeria in many areas. So that is why I said I could not actually say this one is champion, this one is not champion. Both of them, they are deceiving us. They are deceiver. So we should not go too long about them. They are deceiver.
On that particular upset, I see the two Nigerian political, let me say, political giants as a good instrument, both the two political parties, both Obasanjo and Tinubu. Yes, Obasanjo is a great leader. He has more experience as a leader, as a military leader, and as a civilian leader. Then, I know that for Tinubu is one of the leader. He's a politician. He's a great politician. He's a top guy politician. So on that particular, yes, then I know that the two of them, they're equal to the task. But I can tell you that Obasanjo is have more experience than Tinubu, right? That's why I said earlier, he's a political giant. He know exactly what he's doing, and he know exactly the time that he's going to take decisions, and people follow. So that's how I pick him.
Now, do you think Obasanjo is going to fade away as time goes on if Buhari wins the second time?
It's a decision of the Nigerians. It's a decision of the Nigerians. If they still want to pick, they hear the advice of Obasanjo or they step it back. It's a decision.
Oga, if you dey ask me this kind of question, like say they scatter my brain. Obasanjo sef, he gets for body. Tinubu sef gets No be Obasanjo sell our Nigeria, our Naite, sell Naite, sell sugar refinery, airport, sell international airport. Which one? How you can't take better? Jagaba wey still dey there. So see this man wey do small work, they say no work. They come out and body, come out for road. So Oga, wetin we want now? You know wetin I want? Left to me alone. Let American government and UN government, let them come to this country and wipe our constitution. Let them start afresh. let them restart afresh. No be Babangida, no be Buhari, no be wetin dem dey call this man, Tinubu. Atiku sef wey dey come, no be say e wan run clean, but e sure for Atiku. You know why? Because na man of the people, na everybody go shop by shop. No be so. Abeg make dem repair the country before everybody run. Ordinary Kenya for here, dey get airways. Ethiopia airline, dey dey. All these African countries, they are doing fine. Nigeria, wey dey say na giant, we be giant for hunger o. We just dey say giant of Africa, na lie, na giant for hunger. Hungry dey beat us, abeg o. Emiko, wetin dem dey call am, Donald Trump, abeg dem dey call am, make dem come help us talk. Then Queen Elizabeth, abeg make dem help us talk. Of England, make dem come verify the election wey dey go on. Abeg o, I use God beg dem o. Na keke I dey do, if dem fit change my life, I no run o, all join o.
It's been a wonderful experience with people out there today. Join me next time as I bring to you another topical issues on this station. I'm Michael Adekunle. Take care.